Leader, third party.
Why, thank you, Honourable Speaker. Yesterday I asked the Minister of Finance why her government forged ahead with the employer's health tax without waiting just a few more weeks for the final report to come in from her MSP Task Force. In response, Honourable Speaker, the Minister assured us that she took the Task Force interim report into account when making her decision. Okay, let's take a look and see what the Task Force actually said in its interim report. They said this, and I quote, "We are leaning towards a combination of a personal income tax surcharge, a small payroll tax, and additional ideas," end quote, as the best way to replace the revenue. Instead, Honourable Speaker, this government went in the exact opposite direction, putting the entire burden on employers through this payroll tax. My question, Honourable Speaker, through you to the Minister of Finance is this. Given that the expert task force recommended against exactly what you've chosen to do with the employer's health tax, how do you justify this decision?
Minister of Finance.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker, and thank you to the Leader of the Third Party for his question. We did receive the interim report. We felt it was important to move ahead on the elimination of medical service premiums on behalf of British Columbians. Leaving the regressive tax in place did not make sense, and we were able to manage it in this budget. We had increased personal income tax for the top 2% of income earners in September's budget, and I'm not sure what the member is asking, whether he's committed to increasing personal income taxes, but we felt that because we'd already made the decision around the top 2% of income earners, that this was a balanced approach.
Leader, third party on a supplemental.
Well, to enlighten the Minister, what I'm asking is why do you have a task force to do something if you're not going to listen to what they're doing and actually making decisions before they've done what they said they're going to do, Honourable Speaker? In fact, the MSP Task Force had more to say. On the payroll tax, which is the direction this government has chosen to go, they said this, and I quote, "A payroll tax would reduce the competitiveness of BC businesses at a time when they are facing several competitiveness challenges." Honourable Speaker, this concern about business competitiveness is precisely why the task force was leaning towards a combination of measures to make up the revenues, not just by a payroll tax. They specifically stated this, Honourable Speaker, "We feel that it is important the revenue be replaced by a combination of measures in order to best mitigate the negative impacts of each." My question, Honourable Speaker, to the Minister of Finance is this. Did the Minister either A, read the MSP Task Force interim report but choose to ignore its key recommendations, or B, render her decision to implement the employer's health tax prior to the interim report actually being available? It has to be one, Honourable Speaker. Is it A or B?
Minister of Finance.
Thank you very much, Honourable Speaker. As I've already said to the member, we received the interim report. We are ultimately accountable as government. It is our job to receive the report, make a decision based on the information that was there. We received the interim report. We made our decision. We believe it's a balanced approach, and as I said, the member may have a difference of opinion. The member may be interested in looking at personal income tax, and that's the member's prerogative. We made a decision as government. And I would also remind the member that if we are looking at competitiveness when it comes to businesses here in British Columbia, two of the key issues that businesses have been calling for over and over again action on is the issue of childcare and the issue of housing. We moved on both of those to address competitiveness and recruitment and retention of employees in British Columbia.